Hey everyone, Calypso here. Today we're going to be talking about Marathon. So I am very new to the Marathon IP. I grew up playing Halo 1 and 2 on one of my mom's friend's Xboxes back in the day, and he pretty much turned me on to Halo, but I didn't play anything past 3 because I wasn't an Xbox kid growing up. And I didn't really know about Marathon until a couple of years ago, maybe even last year, 2 years ago, I don't know, whenever Mandalore did his game reviews. And of course, the new Marathon trailer that we got some years ago, I think the game's been in development since like 2020. Anyways, the moment I saw the art style and the influences for this new upcoming Marathon, I was immediately hooked, and it's basically become my new obsession. If you also have been to my channel, you know that I love Hunt Showdown as an extraction shooter. This new upcoming Marathon is a PvPvE extraction shooter, much in the style of Hunt Showdown. Visually, it looks a lot like Mirror's Edge, as the developers have already stated that Mirror's Edge, Ghost in the Shell, of course Halo and the original Marathon are the art style choices. I'm glossing over all these details, but there's a lot more influences here. But the primary ones that I think you can take away is Mirror's Edge and Ghost in the Shell. You even see from out these footage and the trailers that I'm showing that you have your little mechs that these people in their ghost brains will probably be piloting, clones or something, robots. They're being built by these little silkworms and everything. It's very colorful, very poppy, very beautiful. The Finals is a game also heavily inspired by the Mirror's Edge art style of its minimalist simplicity. Anyways, I wanted to mainly highlight and talk about the style of the gameplay that Marathon may or may not be. I know there's been a lot of speculation in these last year or so of what Marathon could be, and we did get an update 3 months ago from one of the directors, where that director said that the gameplay and the style, the levels, everything is sort of coming together. So I definitely think we're going to be seeing some Marathon news later on this year, given that it is supposed to release this year. So I can't imagine they're going to be holding it out much longer for when this is coming out. I predict end of year, very, very late end of year. Anyways, back to the gameplay styles. So it's a PvPvE extraction shooter. I don't think it's going to be a hero shooter like a lot of the community are thinking. It's definitely going to be in the style of Hunt Showdown, Tarkov, Marauders. I think they're pretty much glued to that style. So if extraction shooters aren't your thing and the website hasn't updated or said it's going to be something different, pretty sure you guys can expect Hunt Showdown with this Mirror's Edge style skin. And speaking of Mirror's Edge, I definitely think we need to look at that gameplay as well. You can't really have this art style of the clean Mirror's Edge look along with some Ghost in the Shell stuff without having parkour. From the earlier vid doc that we got from IGN last year, because having a sort of vertical expanse to your gameplay, as well as the Hunt Showdown extraction shooter, as well as the classes that have been highlighted for this Marathon game, you kind of have to think that it might be going in that direction. Again, this is all speculation on my part of what I think it's going to be. Obviously, I would like to know what you guys think. Are you with me? Are you against me? How do you feel the gameplay will turn out? So I definitely think we need to look at Hunt Showdown as the main style, Marauders, Escape from Tarkov, as well as Mirror's Edge. But the third game I want to talk about is Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo was a Half-Life 2 source mod. It's Rainbow Six Siege meets Ghost in the Shell. With Neo Tokyo, you have each of your classes, a ranger, a stealth class, a thief class. Every single one of those, the two that have been highlighted so far for this Marathon reboot, have been a stealth character and a recon character. So I definitely think if you're going to merge any games together, apart from Hunt Showdown and Mirror's Edge, it's going to be Neo Tokyo. Now, this is obviously very far left field of my thinking. If you guys haven't heard or seen Neo Tokyo, especially from what I'm showing here, definitely check it out. It is a free game. Getting a game now is pretty much impossible unless you join a community. Again, finding another game is pretty difficult unless you and your friends pick it up or something and all start a game. But that style of Neo Tokyo with their classes being a sort of PvP focused only game, along with the environmental challenges of Hunt Showdown mixed together with the art style of Mirror's Edge and Ghost in the Shell, we then finally have what could possibly be how Marathon will play. Again, this is all just my own speculation. I'm super hype. I definitely recommend checking out a bunch of Marathon channels. I will link them all down below, as well as just put them here on screen. The one that I've been watching mostly is JakeTheAlright. He does have some pretty excellent speculation and lore videos on Marathon. He's a Marathon-focused only channel, I think, at this point. And of course, all of these others are pretty good as well for going over the story, the details, and the update. Now, if you are a longtime Halo fan, there's a really good chance you might have been turned off from the fact that this new Marathon game is going to be an extraction shooter like Hunt Showdown, Tarkov, and Marauders. But if you are also a Halo fan, there's a very good chance that you may not give a shit about the Halo lore at all, and you've only played the multiplayer. So in a weird way, it makes sense for Bungie to turn what Halo is basically a multiplayer game at this point, it's known for its multiplayer, to turn a once single-player series into an online game. I do think it is a bit of a weird choice given that Marathon is proto-Halo and the narrative and the world of Marathon was merged with Halo in a way, and that the story of Halo is expanded upon Marathon. Again, I've only played Halo 1 and 2. I haven't played any of the others. I'm going to pick up Master Chief Collection eventually or something. And I've never played the original Marathon, full disclosure. They are all free and I will check them out at some point as well. But I do think it's a bit of a waste that this gorgeous art style and everything is going to be sort of set on a multiplayer game that may or may not last 3 to 5 years. My beloved Hunt Showdown has just fired a bunch of people. It's on its 7th anniversary, and it's already hemorrhaging money because they've made poor choices. Hopefully that won't happen to Marathon. I really hope it doesn't happen, and I think this game will thrive, and I hope it does, just because visually it looks awesome. And if anything, you gotta check it out just so you can see those visuals. That's the main pulling point for me, is how gorgeous this looks, the Mirror's Edge and the Ghost and Shell influences, and everything else is just sort of ancillary at this point. I'll definitely be checking out this one in the future. I will absolutely be picking up, playing it for you guys, reviewing it, and streaming it maybe. And who knows, maybe this will become my new obsession because Hunt Showdown is slowly dying in my eyes as much as I do love that game. But this has been me rambling about Marathon for 7 to 8 minutes. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Check every one of these YouTubers out. I highly recommend it if you want more Marathon deep dives and lore stuff. I won't do that on this channel, I don't think. I have too many other things going on. But here's looking forward to Marathon in the future, and whenever that release date is, I will update you guys one day. I've been Calypso, and I will see you in the next one.
Shit!
Get out of that building, Paige. Squad swarming on you, Paige. Find a way out of there.